What's up, everybody? It's your boy Mel here for another classic review, and today, to tell you the truth, I'm gonna mark this as the last one because, hey, we're still in the first, the second week of romance, so I want to end this until I start a different thing. So I'm doing Wallace and Gromit, A Close Shave. Released in 1995, and it was their third animated stop-motion short film after the 1993, The Wrong Trousers, and the 1989, A Grand Day Out. But before we begin, did you subscribe? Did you hit the bell? So, you like washing windows? Are sheeps invading your home, eating your clothes, eating your food, anything on the floor, they eat it, muncha, muncha, muncha. Even worse, are you being stalked by a Terminator that looks like a dog? Well, you're fucked. Good luck with that. So yeah, A Close Shave was the third stop-motion short film by Aardman. It's also more like a mystery and murder, similar to The Matter of Dead, but this one has more framing a certain main character. Which, of course, is actually... You won't believe how many it has on Rotten Tomatoes. You won't believe this. But yeah. This was the third animation, stop-motion short film by Aardman, directed by Nick Park, and written by Bob Baker and Nick Park. It was produced by Carla Shelley and Michael Rose, starring Pierce Wallace and Anne Reed. Which, of course, Pierce Wallace plays Wallace, and Anne Reed does the voice of Gwendolyn. If you might guess, she's a female doppelganger of Wallace. Of course, we have Gromit, and another one, Gwendolyn's dog, Preston, with a dark secret behind him. So yeah, as you know, remember, Wallace and Gromit always had different jobs, so this was their... I don't know what jobs they had in The Wrong Trousers or The Grand Day Out. They're just inventors right there. Here, they're window washers, which of course you always have the gag with the garage. And this had a motorcycle with a sidecar. It's actually pretty cool. The way they get out of the garage in the motorcycle. The last time in the movie, it was a van. And the same thing with A Matter of Life and Death, a van. Who knew? And this short actually won 2 awards. 3 awards and 1 nomination, including an Academy Award for Best Short Film and Animated, and the BFTA of Best Animation, which that's pretty cool. Sorry. And also, it introduces a certain character who will soon have his own show in the future. Right now. I'll give you a guess. Meh. Yeah. If you guessed it, write in the comments down below. You'll know who it is. So yeah. As you know, to explain the whole plot to those who are slow-minded, Wallace and his pal Gromit are now operating a window cleaning business. While they were cleaning windows, that's when Wallace falls for a wool shopkeeper, Gwendolyn Ramsbottom. Let's say love at first sight. That's when, while Gromit is washing the window, Wallace makes a little excuse, hey, all out of wool, Gromit. So they do a little small talk, and as well as you know, he's clumsy. Oh yeah, I forgot about the opening scene. As you know, we have the opening scene with like a sheep baby lullaby thing. And soon, it's Walt's room, he's sleeping, his mysterious vibration starts to shake. The knife that he cuts his cheese falls, only lands his shoe, and shows the opening credits, A Close Shave, right there, like, Jesus, fuck. Soon we get a view of a truck passing by, and soon we meet a sheep calling out, "Meow," which of course catches the attention of Gromit, which he ignores. The sheep manages to break out, which of course it catches our mysterious person who looks like a dog. He's about to get out, but somebody stopped him. Then they left. As for the sheep, he managed to waltz inside Wallace and Gromit's home. Next day, looks like it's another day. Of course, there's a sheep wrangler on the loose. Of course, that's when Wallace presents Gromit his new latest invention. Looks like a porridge machine gun. Of course, they try to test it, which of course, it made one hell of a mess. Of course, then they were called to clean a window, which of course they head to action, start cleaning the window, and that's where we meet Gwendolyn. Well, that's when Walt meets Preston, who is Gwendolyn's dog, and also after her father passed away, because when Walt mentioned he's an inventor, that's when she says her father was an inventor. He left everything to her, including Preston. Meanwhile, we see Preston, well, let's just say, bullying Gromit, like pulling on him until he slingshot him with his bungee. Literally, he just grabs his head, stretch, and lets go, boing, right out, and goes back and down, up and down. Then, when they return home, that's when they know it's a whole mess, and until they found the culprit, the sheep, chewing on the bone. So Wallace took some to his latest invention. Looks like some type of washing contraction. Which of course Preston follows them. That's when he spies on the machine, which he knows it looks like a Nanomatic. Which of course now just washes the sheep. That's when it goes haywire. That's when it may accidentally not just wash the sheep, but shaved it and turned his wool into a sweater. I'm not joking. It's like a wool machine. Which of course releases the sheep unharmed. As for the wool that falls on Wallace, it says nice and soft, but it doesn't fit. Well, no shit, he's a small sheep. It won't fit on you. And soon, he's alright. They gave him the sweater back as a replacement to his fur, and they gave him the name Sean. That's right, folks. Sean the Sheep made his first appearance in this short film back in 1995. Before he had his own show back in the 2010s. So yeah, this is where Sean the Sheep had his first beginnings. As a side main character in this short. Although, unlike the Sean Sheep you see now, like he walk on two legs, more intelligent, this one he's always on four legs. A bit small and naive, but still intelligent. With a side of comedic personality. Soon after they leave, Preston manages to sneak inside, sees the invention, he finds the blueprints, and steals them. Soon, more weird things start to happen, which of course, Gromit investigates. While washing, let's just say Sean follows them now, while they're washing the windows. That's when Sean enters the shop. Gromit is looking for him. He goes through a tiny hole. He finds John. When he looks up, somebody took a picture. Which has no idea. He sneaks upstairs and knows a picture of a butcher. And knows his photo of his face has been cut out where the hole is. Which means somebody took the photo of him in that pose. So when he heard sheep calling, which he found the truck full of sheep, he managed to let them go until he found Sean until he got captured by Preston, which of course lead a whole tsunami of sheep, separating Gwendolyn and Wallace, unaware that Preston has framed Gromit for sheep rustling, which of course we see each newspaper of the trials of Gromit until he is sentenced to life in prison for sheep rustling, which made Wallace and the rest of the sheep sad. As they break the fourth wall, looking at us from the camera and say, "Oh, Gromit." And all of them look right there, break the fourth wall, crying, looking at us, knowing that Gromit's now in prison. While in prison, Gromit is throwing the ball until he receives a food said dog, which of course he receives like a present, which is a puzzle full of sheep, which of course breaks him in tears. During the night, he manages to complete the puzzle, and it turns out it's not actually a puzzle, but a message, which gives the hour and day. We check the day and hour. It is now, and guess who appears? Sean with a bar cutter, and with Wallace and a whole group of sheep trying to break him out. They manage to break him out, and they have to hurry but the law is looking for them, which we see them in the field with a bunch of sheep. That's when they see the truck, and when we see the sheep rustlers, it turns out it's Gwendolyn and Preston. That's when Preston's about to attack Sean, but Gwendolyn said no. That's when she reveals that it's not just the wolf, and he just got more evil, and he decides to fuck the bitch. I'm gonna turn you to me too. Which of course he shoves her inside the truck as well, and he takes control of the truck. Soon, Wallace and Gromit follows them. Of course, they still chase, and then a plane fight, literally. Actually, we see Gromit pilot the plane while Wallace and the sheeps are, well, technically the man's afraid of sheeps, and the one problem. How do you feed a bunch of sheep in a motorcycle? That's a good question. Exactly. So when you see Gromit, they're doing like, when you see those people in the water scene, they do like this human pyramid thing. They see Gromit and they salute him as he passes by. Soon, that's when it screwed up. Because when everybody ends up in the truck, including Wallace and the sheeps, and Preston takes them to a hidden entrance in the building, which turns out to used to have been a dog food factory, which of course Gromit lost them. While inside, that's when Wall knows his invention, the Knit-O-Matic, is now a dog food machine now, which now Preston is going to turn everybody into dog food. While Gromit is looking for a way in, he managed to get a way in by buzzsawing a hole with the propeller until he loses his wings after a miscalculation, but he managed to break through. End up knocking Preston over as Preston pulls down the suction. He ends up getting sucked in, but something happens. Something terrible happens because Gwendolyn knows what it is, because that's when Wall knows the banging, the iron starts to bend like to try and puncture through. That's when she says, he's malfunctioning. And Wall said, what? Functioning. Preston is a cyber dog. And we see Preston punch a hole through that iron. Bang, you see his exoskeleton right there. Opens the door. And we see his full form as a cyber dog. Like your textual one, they have that data recording on his chest. Literally, Meds like a Terminator. Soon, let's just say Preston's sees Sean, he's about to kill him, but Gromit manages to knock him to the conveyor belt, and a fight begins. Unfortunately, let's just say Wallace ends up pulling the wrong lever, and they're all running in the conveyor belt like a ramp, trying to run. And we see Preston at the back chasing all of them while running. And the old person who has to save them is Gromit. He manages to swing down. Everybody ducked. And managed to knock Preston into the crusher, which destroys him. As for Sean, he's at the controls. Manages to press the stop button. Everybody runs too fast, and they ended up piling each other. And what does Sean say? Meh. Out of laughter. Soon after the whole mess, Gromit's been clear of being the culprit and everything's back to normal. That's when Wendell knocks on the door, which of course she apologized for that. She managed to fix Preston, but in a different way, make him a harmless remote control dog now. When Wallace invited her to join him for a cup of tea and some cheese, this is where the sad part is, because here's what she says. Oh no, I can't have cheese. I'm allergic to that. I can't stand this stuff. You see Walt's face right there, from happy to sad, right there. He's like, not even Wensleydale. Well, goodbye, Chuck. Come on, Preston. When we see Wallace right there, depressed, he's like, what's wrong with Wensleydale? That is sad. Yeah, and here's the thing, because when they were doing this short, they actually wrote this character to be a perfect match for Wallace until they revealed she has a cheese allergy, which, ouch. The one thing that Wallace loves is part of his character, it's cheese. And you have to write a character who's allergic to cheese. Of course, while he's reading the news, well, I think he was about to eat some cheese. Guess who he finds in there? Sean eating the cheese, which of course he tells Gromit, Gromit, get rid of him, get out. And we see Sean look at us from the screen, and he does his kind of, meh. And that was a close shave, and not just that, it also brought a certain character. This is the first appearance of Sean, who became a protagonist in his own show called Shaun the Sheep, with a spin-off series and 2 movies. But yeah, without this short film, Shaun the Sheep will never exist. As for the reception, on Rotten Tomatoes, it had a perfect score of 100% fresh Rotten Tomatoes. 100. Based on 19 reviews and an average rating of 8.6 out of 10. And also earning his 3 awards and 1 nomination. Of course, why not? I tell you the truth, I say Close Shave is a good film. It also shows that the perfect couple, a perfect partner for Wallace. And until the end, they just fucked it. It just turned it. It's like, nope, she's allergic to cheese. She's not perfect for him. Jesus fuck. Don't mess with the guy with the cheese. Damn. First her, now we have a royal, an aristocrat as well. Can they just create a perfect person to be with Wallace? Hey, they do with Gromit with Fluffles. Look at those two. At the end of A Matter of Love and Death. I don't know what they were doing. They were swerving the car, and Wallace tells them, hey, keep your eye on the road, lad. They were doing something. Oh, boy. But yeah, let me know what you think of A Close Shave. And this came out, well, it was distributed worldwide. It was released on a day before Christmas back in the 24th of December of 95. With a budget of £1.3 million, which is $1.4 million back then. It'd be like more like 40 or more now. But yeah, let me know what you think of A Close Shave. Did you like this film? Did you enjoy it? And how do you feel when you found out that Shaun the Sheep had his very first appearance here in 1995 before he had his own show back in the early 2010s? And his 2 movies. Hey. Every character has a start. And Shaun the Sheep, well, after this, he had his very first appearance in this episode here. He looks like a normal sheep, but when he plays his own show, he's smarter than he looks. Don't judge a book by its cover, even as nice and fluffy and white as a sheep. So yeah, let me know what you think of A Close Shave. Did you like it? What was your favorite scene? Who's your favorite character? Because there are only 4 main characters here. We have Wallace, Gromit, Gwendolyn, Preston, and Sean. Including the rest of the flock, which I think one of them, I think there was a fat one. I think that one appeared in Sean as well. But yeah, let me know what you think of the comments down below. If you're new to the channel, remember to subscribe, hit the bell, like this video. I'm doing some changes lately, but I'll let you know what's going on. But yeah, as you know, we're aiming at our goal of 1 million subscribers, or at least 500k, because on May of this year is our 11th anniversary, because we started our channel in 2013, and it's going to be 2013 to 2023, which is a big deal. So let's do this, you awesome people. Until then, I'll see you next time. Peace out.